Almost 5,000 Farm Bureau leaders from across the country and several here from Tennessee took full advantage of this year's location for the American Farm Bureau Convention, San Diego, California. It was the 96th annual meeting of the nation's largest general farming organization, and besides the networking and educational sessions, awards were handed out to young farmers and state farm bureaus for their membership activities, and Tennessee was recognized several times.
And the Pinnacle Award winner for Group 6 for membership and program achievement is the Tennessee Farm Bureau. Way to go, President Lacey Upchurch and everyone from Tennessee.
Another outstanding year for the Tennessee Farm Bureau Federation. They were recognized again for not only having the largest farm bureau in the nation, but they also received the Pinnacle Award, the highest award a state can earn for program and membership achievement.
We are real fortunate in Tennessee to bring back 3 runner-up tractors, and they actually each won a tractor, and I think that's really special. I tell you, it's really refreshing to especially hear the young farmers in the discussion meet to compete and talk about issues and the excellence in ag. Young couple. From Murfreesboro, just a special young group.
Mark and Cindy Klepper of Tennessee.
And once again, Tennessee's young farmers shine bright at the national level, winning 3 Case IH tractors and each $3,000 in cash and prizes from Steel.
Yeah, it's extremely a great organization for a young farmer to be involved in. For the last 11 or 12 years, seems like I've been in it, and I never really thought I'd get this much out of it, but it's extremely a great honor to have such nice prizes awarded to you, and you get rewarded for your hard work.
I'm Farm Bureau proud because I get to be involved with a group of individuals that motivate one another, that stand behind one another, and we work from the ground up to protect this organization and this industry, and to provide food, fuel, and fiber for the future of America. And I love that about this organization.
When I heard him say Michael, I grabbed Amy, and I was waiting to hear Shirley. And so it was when they finally said our names together and we knew we were runners-up, that was a great feeling. It's great to be recognized, and just for being recognized that we're doing a good job with our efforts to promote young farmers and ranchers and promote agriculture.
And for many, that's the heart of Farm Bureau, promoting and protecting our agricultural industry. And during the National Farm Bureau Convention, the farm leaders take in workshops and breakout sessions and hear from various experts on issues affecting the industry.
We think that the FAA is going to be working in the areas where they have the lower risk of anyone getting hurt with the technology. And agriculture is one that I've heard multiple times is one of the first ones they're going to work on trying to get approved.
The good Lord gave us this planet to take care of and what we consume and what we don't do. And sometimes we don't take care of it. As a result of that, you have massive problems, and it can be starvation, it can be whatever. But in our country, I wish the younger people sometimes realize what they really have here, because there's stores everywhere. And they just think, oh, it just flies in the air and gets there. But because all these people here, I know the work they put into it. And it's beyond any profession, I think, in this country is what these folks do. Because I don't care what profession you're in, including mine, if you ain't got food and water, you're not going to be around to do anything. And so that's why the people better take seriously what these farmers and ranchers do in a great United States of America.
So if you're going to ride for the brand, you got to have a brand. And here's the brand. If we can get a close-up shot of that, it's U.S. Ag. Mr. Secretary, thank you for riding for the brand for U.S. Ag.
Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. It means a lot to me because of the people in this room and the people you represent, who are out on ranches and farms and in orchards today, doing the hard work of preparing the food that we so casually enjoy without expressing the level of appreciation and acknowledgement of how significant American agriculture is to the lives of Americans and to the lives of people all over the world. You're the best at what you do.
Well, this year's American Farm Bureau Convention featured an expanded trade show for the farm leaders, and as they do each year at their business session, they adopt farmer-written resolutions to guide the organization on AFBF policy positions for the year.
As a lot of reaffirmation of our current policies with some tweaking. I mean, I think that's probably what we did. Some of the tweaking was important and significant in terms of clarifying where we are. But, there wasn't any grand new policy debate particularly about anything. And part of that is because we have pretty much covered all of the policy issues so well over all the years. And amazingly enough, they don't seem to go away. They just seem to hang around. So I was pleased with the outcomes. It does give us the direction we need to move forward in this coming year to address all of those we needs that I had at my annual meeting address. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity to engage in the playing field in the new Congress and working on these issues.
There were 355 voting delegates representing the farm bureaus in all 50 states and Puerto Rico. Another highlight during the convention, a Distinguished Service Award to Agriculture, was presented to Dr. Temple Grandin. She has dedicated her life to improving animal welfare and handling, and she's one of the most successful people in the world with autism.
She's an icon, so if I say I'm from Colorado State, the first question is, oh, do you know Temple Grandin?
Temple Grandin is recognized far beyond the university campus as the foremost authority on farm animal behavior and handling, and the best-known adult with autism.
I am a total visual thinker. I don't think in words, I think in pictures. So in my most early work with cattle, when I went out to the feed yards in Arizona, I noticed the cattle would come up this chute and they would just stop. And they'd be seeing a chain hanging down, a shadow, a reflection, a car going by. Distractions that we tend to not notice, they noticed.
These observations led to her groundbreaking work in developing systems that reduce animal fear and stress and make handling and transport easier.
The principle is you show them a place to go, then take them around the bend. Also, you don't want them seeing all the people standing up ahead. Correct. They don't like to walk towards visible people.
In North America, almost half of the cattle are handled in a center track restrainer system that she designed for meatpacking plants. Her curved chute and race systems are used worldwide. She also wrote guidelines for humane treatment of meat animals.
The biggest changes in animal welfare probably occurred after I'd worked with McDonald's Corporation, Wendy's, and Burger King on implementing animal welfare scoring at large meatpacking plants.
There's very clear evidence that the way the animal is handled in those meat processing plants, in fact, does affect the quality of the meat, and that's important to the industry. It's important all the way back down the chain to a cow-calf producer like myself who produces that first calf.
Temple Grandin is a prolific writer and lecturer with scores of honors and honorary degrees and a Hollywood movie about her life. And she still loves to teach.
She teaches one class, and it's a waiting list every time. It's limited by the size of the classroom. She works one-on-one with students. She has a tremendous travel schedule, traveling all over the world, but she will never miss a class.
Not all students who take her class go on to careers in animal science, but all are taught practical problem solving. She also supports graduate studies in animal behavior and welfare with scholarship money.
Many students asked, how did I get interested in the cattle industry? How did I get started in it? I was exposed to it as a teenager. I went to a boarding school that had a little dairy, so I learned how to milk cows. And then when I was 15, I went to my aunt's ranch. Now, if I had not gone to my aunt's ranch when I was 15, I would have never have gotten interested in beef cattle. You have to expose students to interesting things to get them interested in interesting things.
Had Temple focused her brilliant mind on something else and not farm animals, it would have been a big loss for animal agriculture.
Ag has got to open up the door and show what we're doing, because we have a generation of young people today that have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Dr. Temple Grandin, winner of the 2015 Distinguished Service to Agriculture Award.
Oh, I'm really honored to be receiving this award. They contacted me several months ago, and I'm I'm really, really honored. And I eat all the meats, don't worry, I'm no vegan or vegetarian. I eat all the meats and I plan to keep eating them. But we've got to give the animals who raise the food, you know, a decent life. And that really bothers me when I see an emaciated, almost half-dead dairy cow show up at a plant. It should have been marketed way sooner. We've got to do things right. I think we have to look at everything we do and go, how would this play on YouTube?
Dr. Temple Grandin definitely one of the highlights at the American Farm Bureau Convention, as was a keynote address from Navy SEAL Commander Rourke Denver. And for the some 150 Tennessee Farm Bureau leaders on the trip, their tour of the Limonera Ranch in Santa Paula, California was quite a treat. Founded in 1893, they now have nearly 11,000 acres of agricultural production, and they're one of the leading producers of lemons in the world. Now, the Limonera Ranch was established back in 1893, and while lemons are their #1 product, they also raise other specialty fruits and avocados that are shipped all across the country and around the world.